Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chanel asked Paulina if she had heard the results of Paulina's biopsy when they were at their penthouse. No news, according to Paulina, was good news. Paulina was smiling and mentioning that she was starting a new diet while sipping a veggie smoothie. Paulina explained that she was feeling upbeat since she had heard about a complementary therapy that she believed could benefit Abe in regaining his memory. When Abe showed up, Paulina was given 2 chocolate croissants from Sweet Bits Bakery. Paulina was dieting, Chanel joked. Chanel departed as Paulina begged to spend some time alone with Abe. Paulina then shared with Abe her findings regarding complementary therapies for memory loss. Paulina was cut off by Abe, who added that if his memories never came back, he could learn to live with himself. My question is, can you? Paulina was asked by Abe. Paulina declared that Abe will always be loved. Abe declared that he would like to watch Paulina's and his wedding. When Abe mentioned that their wedding had to have been among the happiest days of his life, Paulina grinned. Abe stated that no recollections were evoked by the ceremony after the video concluded. Abe joked that Paulina's kiss could assist trigger his recollections. Paulina got a call from Brady before she could share a kiss with Abe. While at the Brady pub, Everett was perusing a piece he had written for The Spectator that claimed Paulina's tough-on-drugs policies had led to record poll numbers for her. Steph came in and sat down at a table with Everett, bringing him a big cup of coffee. Regarding Leo's lady whistleblower piece, Stephanie inquired. Leo's piece was running late, and Everett complained bitterly that it seemed like everyone in Salem was hiding at least one secret. Stephanie smiled and remembered that she had woken up in Harris' bed weeks before. Stephanie laughed at the notion that Everett possessed any dark secrets. Everett got an alert on his phone and headed out. Then Jada, who had narrowly avoided running into Everett, stood close by. Stephanie seated Jada at a table, and the two of them laughingly reminisced about their weeks before drunken encounter. Jada inquired as to if Harris had confirmed that Stephanie had arrived home safely. Stephanie's broad smile persisted as she described Harris as the epitome of a gentleman. If Stephanie was interested in Harris, Jada inquired. Stephanie denied being, mentioning that she had kissed Everett on New Year's Eve. Steph urged Chanel to come sit with her and Jada when Chanel came in. Chanel nodded, but Jada got up and walked out quickly. Chanel expressed her hope that Jada wasn't going because of her and expressed her regret at Talia's departure from the area. Talia had expressed a desire for a new beginning, according to Jada, who reasoned that everyone could relate to this. As Harris and Jada arrived to the Salem police station, they got ready to speak with a man who had been detained for drug possession and had long hair and a lot of dark facial hair. Harris found out that Hulsenkamp was the man's last name. Harris also stated that Hulsenkamp might not be free again unless he cooperated, adding that the man had only been freed from Statesville 2 days prior. It was Everett, and he was standing outside the interrogation room window. Hulsenkamp remained silent, frustrating Harris, and he eventually left the room. Everett approached Harris in the foyer, asking for permission to speak with Hulsenkamp. Harris stated that he was unable to permit Everett to speak with a prisoner. With a sigh, Everett bid Harris bye and headed off. "You're going to need it," Everett informed Harris, who was perplexed. Brady and Theresa were incensed with the jail when they learned that Tate had sustained a black eye while confined there. Tate said that another prisoner had punched him in the face without cause when Brady and Theresa demanded to know who had attacked him. With that, Theresa turned to Brady and advised him to have Nicole persuade EJ to withdraw the allegations against Tate. Brady agreed with Tate's assessment that trying Theresa's concept couldn't hurt and gave him a serious look. Brady headed up to the Demera estate. Theresa then tried consoling Tate by telling him he was brave. Tate acknowledged that he was afraid and that this was all a facade. Theresa extended her arm to take Tate's hand, holding it tenderly in hers. Theresa used her previous experience spending years in a Mexican prison to encourage Tate to never give up hope. "I felt so much stronger after this," Furthermore, I am aware of how awful it is for you to be in here at this particular moment. However, you will also emerge from this stronger. Are you aware of the reason? Since you're my kid and you're more resilient than you realize, Theresa remarked. Nicole told EJ at the Dimera mansion that she was struggling to maintain her faith. When Nicole and EJ had scattered their baby's ashes a few weeks prior, Nicole admitted that she had prayed for the first time in a long time. Tragedies, according to EJ, have nothing to do with people being punished by God. When tragedies befall us, all we can try and do is remain as strong as we can and focus as best we can on what we still have to be grateful for, said EJ. Nicole expressed her want to yell, saying she was sick of sobbing. I'm curious as to why this is occurring. I'm curious as to why Holly is in pain. I'd like to know why our kid died, Nicole replied. I just want to scream. Nicole wanted to scream, and EJ pushed her to do so. Nicole started to scream as well, and then she burst into tears as EJ embraced her as he let out a loud cry. EJ heard the doorbell ring a little while later. Brady announced that he had come by to have a quiet conversation with Nicole as EJ opened the door for him. Nicole consented to talk to Brady by herself, and EJ moved aside. Upon entering the mansion, Brady expressed his regret to Nicole for Holly's ordeal. Brady went on to say that Tate felt the most devastated by Holly's overdose. Brady assured Nicole that Tate would never harm Holly and disclosed that Tate had been beaten while inside. Brady mentioned their long friendship and begged Nicole to assist him in getting EJ to see rationality. I sincerely hope that your little girl survives. I know you're terrified to death for her, Brady remarked. But I'd also have a deep fear of losing my little boy, and not in his throat. Nicole questioned Brady about his belief that Holly had been the owner of the narcotics. Brady stated that it was impossible to know. Nicole guessed that if Brady hadn't thought Tate was guilty, he wouldn't have admitted to being the one who took the drugs. Brady claimed that his paternal instinct had taken over, and that he had just attempted to have EJ shift the blame. All that said, though, yeah, I believe my son is telling the truth, stated Brady. Nicole became furious, speculating that Brady believed Nicole and EJ were oblivious to Holly's drug use. Nicole lost all control when Brady implied that Holly might have gone to drugs, since she had led a difficult and unstable existence. Brady, damn it. How dare you speak so disparagingly about my daughter? Nicole spoke up and said. Nicole started screaming at Brady to get out of there, and EJ came back. EJ started screaming at Brady, telling him that his family had done enough to upset EJ and Nicole. Brady consented to go, and EJ slammed the door in his face as he was leaving. Brady appeared frustrated outside the home before grabbing his phone. Brady gave Paulina a call. I want EJ Dimera fired, Brady said to Paulina. Nicole revealed that Brady thought Holly had been the one who had taken the narcotics back inside the estate. Nicole claimed that she was the one at fault if Brady turned out to be correct, and that she didn't know who to blame. Nicole continued by saying that she was afraid Nicole would lose Holly, and that she felt helpless. Nicole was urged by EJ to persevere, and he promised to use all of his resources to ensure Holly's recovery, and that Tate Black is held accountable for his actions. I swear on my father's soul, EJ continued. Brady had gone back to the jail at the same time to inform Theresa and Tate that he had been unable to reach Nicole. Brady went on to say that he had begged Paulina to fire EJ, but she had refused since EJ was still working within the law. Brady promised to find a way to get Tate out of jail after taking one glance at the man. Brady swore, I swear on the soul of my grandfather. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.